Also, let's not forget, mental illness is real.
Here we go. Mental illness. Stop
He
it.
has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder.
Oh my God.
So has my left ball.
Yo, welcome to Beers and Bars.
Your place for rapid fire hip hop discussion and of course great beer.
I am Kamal Kiddo.
O to the go to child. Thank y'all for checking out last week's episode. We out here with the new episode and friends.
We got some friends here. Who's our friends today?
Nickname.
Ladies first.
Thank you. I'm Shak.
Nice. This is your fourth time on here, so
Yeah,
what's
like
your actual
third, fourth time.
show name?
I don't know. Oscar.
God,
That sucks, dude. I gotta think about one. That is the worst.
this is Oscar.
Shaq and Oscar
what I
in
mean?
the place to be. So let me preface this by saying Shaq has been, she watches the show, I believe, I think she's
Yes,
seen
I
the show.
watched the
Somewhat,
show.
And she has told us that there's not enough female energy on the show. Are
And
we
he's a show.
sexist?
Well, Kamal definitely is, but you know.
Dang.
I
But
threw you
You're
under the bus, my
sexist
bad.
and sexy. Just for the record.
definitely.
Silly.
So my son came to me today, or came to my wife today, and said, "What did he say?"
He said,
Oh yeah,
Shaq is
yeah.
coming over.
Shaq is coming over. Like, oh, what's Shaq
Yeah,
coming
for
over
what?
for? For Beers and Bars. Like, what? I thought girls couldn't be on the show.
Dang. Prove the
I
point.
said, no, that's not what it is.
Terrible, dog. Damn.
Dang.
We want to apologize to all the women
Out of the
out there
mouth
in the
of
world.
babes.
Hey,
Man.
your
Out of the
feminist
mouth
card
of
six
babes,
a
you know
hit.
what I'm saying? So yeah.
It's not intentional. Girls just don't know rap. No, I'm just playing.
I'm here to prove that wrong tonight.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
So, what are we talking about today? Oh,
Jesus is
wait.
king. Wait, we're going to.
We are talking about Jesus is King. That's the only thing we're talking about today.
Yeah.
Look at this guy over here, ready with the blue God is dope hoodie on over here. You know what I'm saying? Ready for
He
the
is
show.
king and dope.
Yeah,
He's a
man.
dope king.
But
He's the king of dope.
So silly.
God is Pusha T.
all right. So what we drinking? OT?
This is Maplewood's Crushinator Session IPA.
Crushing
Session IPA. So it's a session meaning that you can have pretty much more than one in a session. It's a little bit lower in alcohol volume, which is why it's crushable. I like how they did that. Meaning you can drink a lot if you want to in a session.
We should do a cheer just because Kanye finally released the album like he said he was.
That's it. Okay, all right.
That's
Okay, we
real.
can do that.
You know, the send-off was real.
4.5% alcohol volume. What we got on the hop? Simcoe, Mount Hood, Apollo, and Centennial. So this
IPA.
rum might mess up my palate. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we got other drinks.
Yeah, we sipping. So I mean,
We got other drinks right now. So, Jesus is King. Kanye West's 9th studio album.
it's the night one.
It's the ninth one. It's the
Okay.
ninth one. After Ye last year. Was that last year?
And we supposed to get Yandi, but it didn't happen. Yeah.
Right, was supposed to get Yandi. Didn't happen. Now we have Jesus is King. His gospel album.
I mean, it
Would
is.
y'all say it's a gospel album?
Yeah.
I was
Does he
expecting a little
promote
more
it as a
gospel.
gospel album?
He was.
Okay.
He's on a whole gospel rollout. Trying to change his image.
I agree. How y'all feel about it? Who want to start? Who want to start? Y'all want me to start?
This is your first time, so you have to. We sorry.
All right. Well, I'll start by saying I definitely agree with Oscar that I was expecting a little bit more gospel. I do feel like it was uplifting. I do feel like it was
I'm ready to break that down.
Christian in nature, but I do not feel like there were times during the album that I forgot I was listening to a gospel album and I was ready to twerk. I'm just
That's good.
What song was you ready
That's
to
a
twerk
good
on?
thing. That's a good thing.
the one that sounds exactly like All Mine with Ty Dolla $ign.
Everything.
Oh,
Yay.
Everything You Need.
That's my joint.
Everything you need.
Oh, you gonna
That's my
twerk for about
joint.
30
That sounds
seconds?
fire.
That song is
Oh, it was a great
it's amazing,
song.
but it's way too short.
2 minutes.
He packs a lot into 2 minutes, but like it's
He does.
Look, man. this is what I got to say about that. So first of all, Everything We Need is one of my favorite songs on the album.
Go figure.
Here's the twerk. Damn. Pop.
Is it the,
Pop.
this is a very slow twerk. Please, come on, don't you dare.
I just want to see that. No.
Oh, it's a praise twerk. It's a praise twerk. That starts like this.
So check it out, though. This is what I'm saying. So I like that he's breaking the idea of what traditional gospel is supposed to sound like. I have gone on record and said I don't like gospel music.
What?
Because it all sounds the same.
No, it doesn't.
A lot of it sounds the same. A lot of it sounds the same. Unless you get your like DB and CC Winans or like I heard some stuff from Al Green today that sounded like, okay, this is a vibe. And it's a gospel song. He's talking about God. But the thing about this album is it sounds like a Kanye album. It sounds like a Kanye album.
But did anybody check the credits?
He just happens.
Did you check the credits yet? Because I'm pretty sure Chance the Rapper EP'd this. This is very inspired by Chance. This is.
I mean, for sure.
I don't think if we didn't get Cullen,
journey, I think is inspired.
Yeah,
by him,
it's. Thank you.
I wouldn't say his whole journey.
Well, I mean, as far as where he is now, right? He said that what got him back to Jesus was, being with Chance. So not his whole journey, but at least coming into what he's on right now, he said was inspired somewhat through Chance.
So the music on Pablo was definitely heavily inspired by Chance. Like Chance had a lot to do with those Pablo sessions, right?
Mm-hmm. Pause real quick. Go ahead.
But you got so he was in this journey. You know what I'm saying? Did I expect him to go full gospel? No, I didn't. Yeah. But
I did. But based on what he's doing with the Sunday services, church. This is nothing like Sunday service. To be honest with you, like the choir shows up on maybe 2-3 songs.
Yeah,
It's nothing like. It's much different than what I expected. I give it to a point. It is a Kanye album. Again, I just think that Kanye.
It shouldn't be. I'm happy it sounds the way it does, though.
Yeah. I think he's.
Like, it
I
shouldn't
think
sound
Kanye
like Sunday service. I'm happy it doesn't sound like.
It sounds like Kanye with a bunch of thoughts without finishing any idea. That's why he's giving us 2-minute songs.
No.
That's why the best songs are 2 minutes, maybe 3, if you can count the Pusha T song. And he got 2 features on the 3-minute song.
That song is not good. I don't like that one.
Oh my God!
That's my only songs I don't like. Sorry.
Lord, that is.
We'll get back to that.
The best song on there.
I don't like that.
Who knew we missed the clips? You didn't miss the clips? You didn't like what?
No, I got Pusha T. I don't need the clips right now. I got Pusha. I don't really like.
I don't know. No Malice verse is better than Pusha to me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And Pusha been killing everything.
No Malice has been waiting 20 years for somebody to come out with a gospel album so he can spit a fire verse on it.
For sure. Like it's a decent verse. You know what I'm saying? Like
it is. He has the best verse to me.
Between the two of them.
Them two rap on it. So.
But Kenny G got off too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kenny G did get off. Like
who
knew we all missed Kenny G?
He got it. He got a Squidward on. You know what I'm saying?
So what's your favorite song on the album?
That song. This is my favorite
really?
song.
Wow.
This is my favorite song, hands down.
What's your favorite song?
Sela is my favorite song. The second song on the album.
I see. Okay, so let's go. Let's do this. Start from the top. All right. Start from the top. Every hour is hard. It comes in hard to me.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a good
it
intro.
comes in solid. It sounds joyous,
Like we going to church.
triumphant. It sounds like church, right?
Yes.
It sounds like church. But for me, the very next song brings it down. It brings down the vibe to me. It's a message in the song for sure, but it brings down the vibe.
That's how
to
church
me.
is, though. Church always starts off with that's how church is. Church starts off with a bang, with the praise dancing. Then you got this is like the prayer song because I think Sailor means prayer.
Yeah.
So this is one of his more reflective titles. That's why you see like a downturn in the movie.
I feel you. I'm just saying, as far as music is, as far as this album is concerned, as far as the music structure of the album, this bring it down to me.
You're thinking of sound. I'm thinking the
Yes.
organ. The organ
It's
is
music.
The organ is one of the most powerful instruments there is.
Okay.
Well, what I'm saying is that this was a very powerful way to go into the rest of
Every hour was powerful. This just.
I think for the Florida album, he had no choice. Yeah. He had to put this here. I think the drums pick it up here when he comes in.
It picks up a little bit, but this song, it's cool. But
I like how it transitions to this.
Yeah.
This is fire.
To me, I think that's part of the best part about the album, the way he laid out the songs.
Okay, which is
arranged.
Sonically, I think it's a very good album, right? Like it really moves.
And I'm sick of people using that for sonically word for Kanye. No offense, because he always gets the sonic pass.
Because that's what he does.
That's what he does, though.
I don't get it.
Okay, so
Mike,
how not?
For 27 minutes,
he's a producer.
How many tracks is this?
11.
Sonically doesn't mean that it has to be a long album. It just means that it sounds good cohesively together, right? And come to find out, Mike Dean, who was an engineer producer, he was involved with this.
Of course.
He was also involved with Pretty Girls Love Trap Music and
Fire album.
What's Travis Scott album?
Astro World.
And those are my two most listened to albums in the past maybe 3 years.
But it's not a secret. There is no good music without
Mike Dean.
Without Mike Dean.
Yeah.
But he went and got Mike Dean though. You know what I'm saying? He was in
smart man.
Well, yeah, because Kanye does bounce to like a more of a Quincy Jones position sometimes. When he tries to orchestrate. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he do.
You still need an ear to do that.
But who's making the sound is Mike Dean's sound. And it's been Mike Dean's sound
I'm cool
for
with that, but
he
at the same time,
he got producers. Pierre Bourne is on the album. You know what I'm saying?
He got Mike.
Bill Belichick don't get on the field, but I mean, as a coach, right? Mm-hmm. He's the greatest, right? Because of what he's able to bring together. I mean, that's what kind of like a Ye and like a Puff is. They can orchestrate. You know what I mean?
So Ye, so that
Quincy Jones as well.
So that analogy, that means Ye.
But Ye does get on the field because he has to rap. You know what I'm saying? And
well, I thought Ye was the guy who got the happy ending at the massage parlor. And Mike Dean's Belichick. I thought that's what that was. But
this is the best rapping performance on it. This is the only rapping, really, isn't it?
That's what I was gonna say.
Honestly, this is the best rapping performance he's had.
I like it.
Since he,
I never even noticed that. To be honest, I never even noticed that he don't really be rapping on this album.
He raps,
but he got bars on this album.
Jesus,
he got bars on it. I agree, but he got bars on this album. He got bars on this album.
Outside of the science on the album, I like a lot of the messaging on the album too. Yes. My favorite part about Everything We Need is that I feel like I like the idea of him getting to a space where it's like, yo, I got it all right here, right? Like, you got what you need already. You might think you don't have it, but I ain't trying to get all positive.
What's the line? No, wait. What's the line, man?
Apple tree.
Yeah.
Put it back on the tree.
That's fire, G.
Can we be honest though? Y'all not mad that song's not longer?
A little bit.
I mean, I could have dealt with a longer album for sure. Like nowadays, that's the first thing I'm looking at. I see it pop up on Apple Music. I'm looking at how long the album is.
He's Summer Walker does.
And it's only 27 minutes.
He hit us with a Summer Walker move. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't.
No, Summer Walker album is long.
She gave you like 35 songs this time, and they all 2 minutes and 25 seconds.
Well, yeah. I mean, but
I think he's getting progressively shorter albums, which I mean, if y'all.
Why is that though? Why do you guys think that it's short like this?
I feel like Kanye can't finish a thought.
No, I think that he not feeling. He said that in interviews. He don't feel the long album format anymore. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That whole 7-minute album. I mean, 7-track album run. That was part of that. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, we don't need. You know what I'm saying? They went in him and his team looked in the. How long does an album have to be nominated for a Grammy? You know
Can we be honest? That also sounds like his team looked at what qualifies as a legitimate stream. And so it sounds like he's been influenced by streaming, and he's given us less. I think that's less quality. When you shorten the songs down like this, for this to be a cold project,
into the album.
I'm upset.
I'm not either.
I'm not mad.
If you replay every song on here 2 times, maybe 3 times, you're gonna get what, 60 minutes, 70 minutes, a regular album length.
Question for everybody: look, do you think
Illmatic was like 40 minutes? That's
do you think that Kanye, outside of the music, right, and all the Trump and all that kind of shit, right, makes it hard for people to even listen to the album? Some people, yes, for sure. But the outside things puts a block between people giving an honest album listen. Is my question. Do you think that happens?
Yes.
Not as strong as it'd be for anybody else if it wasn't Kanye. I think Kanye gets a pass.
For some people not messing with Kanye because of Trump, because of that stuff that he said.
I don't think it's significant. I don't think it's a significant amount, unfortunately.
I asked the question.
Well, you
'cause
gotta
I-
be.
Yeah.
You saw the numbers on this, right?
As a fan.
People
as
are
a
checking
fan.
for it.
It's going 200.
200 what?
It went 200K sales projection since it came out Friday.
Yeah. He's definitely killing it. All
That's
his songs are
not
charting.
surprising though. You
Yeah,
know
but I'm
what
saying so. But if that was the case, the less people would listen to it, so his numbers would go down.
Haters are listening. You're gonna get those streams.
I think
People
everybody.
that don't like Kanye listen to it to trash you.
I just think it's so many more. I think Kanye's so well loved.
He
Because-
is, but you know it's people out there. All I see, and it could be, of course, it's the people that you follow. You know what I'm saying? But I see a lot of stuff on Twitter hating on Ye.
Honestly, I think a lot of people are still trying to seek the college dropout Kanye. They're listening to see if
Thank you for
he's
that
going
transition.
to seek that, and
Okay.
he's gonna
Yeah, go ahead.
achieve that. I really think I talk to a lot of people who love Kanye, who are Kanye fans, but they're still in love with that old Kanye, and I think that's that's one of the biggest problems that I see in
I
the
agree.
hip hop
I mean, you
industry.
make-
People do not they don't like growth.
They don't like the artist growth.
They don't want you to. They don't want you
want you
to
to grow,
move out of whatever space you're in, and he has, and so his music is transforming, and that's just what
That's
it
a
is.
great point. And I think out of everybody, Kanye is the one artist that we can look from album to album has a different whole energy and mood. He has no album that grows like a Outkast might have, or anybody else. Like everything else, you can tell exactly what he's doing in every album. Like it's a different mood every time. Every single time, there's a different mood to it. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
So that's a good point. That
sure.
people get stuck in nostalgia. I also think that nostalgia is why he gets the pass.
Yeah.
Is there an old and new Ye?
I think it's a moody Ye. I think he's he
There
flips.
is an old and new Ye. I mean, but that's with anybody. There's an old and new us. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
But
He gets all philosophical on this.
I'm just
Hey,
saying.
I
it
mean,
is.
you
hit us
That's
with
what
the
I'm saying.
Did you hit us with the emoji?
Right, with the thinking emoji.
Or the
That's my- But that's real life though. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna be the same as you were. He's not gonna be the same as he was 10 years ago.
But out of every rapper, he gives you a different mood for 9 albums. Not out.
And that's good.
808s
That's
came,
what you wanna.
When 808s came out, people trashed that because they say, "Oh, this moody." He too
That's my
emotional.
problem. He's always been anti, right? Like he's always been a little bit outside of, not outside the culture, but
No, he-
when people
he's
say
in the
old
culture.
and new, but I mean, he's always been on the outskirts, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's just that now people don't like him because of the other stuff. So it's like I miss the old one, but it's like he been anti, G.
I got news flash for people. We're not ever gonna get the other stuff. I think we're gonna always get this moody, confused, want to prove a point Kanye for the rest of
I don't
the rest
think
of
he's
his career.
confused.
I don't either.
I don't think he's confused, bro.
Somebody who's searching for a purpose is
I don't
there's
think
some
he's-
indication that there's confused or lostness.
Look, this is my personal feeling. After hearing the album once,
We're gonna get deep now, people.
after hearing the album once, I feel like he's a type of person. He's the type of person that's going through life, right? And he has interest in a lot of different things, as people do.
If I was in class right now,
And
raise
a
my
lot
hand
of- And he got interest in a lot of different things, but he also does music. I think he's interested in a lot of other things outside of music, more than music. But the music is like his soapbox. He could talk about what he going through. You know what I'm saying? So when he going through stuff in life, the music he gives you is what he feeling at the time.
True.
And at this time, he's interested in a lot of other things besides music. You know what I'm saying?
He's trying
And a
to
lot of other
right now,
things.
and he also tried to repent for his sins.
That's true. But what's wrong with that? That's
Nothing
where
wrong
he
with that,
is
but-
at the time.
But you know,
what I'm saying?
outside of his endeavors with the world and listen to the thing he trying to make a whole new world and bring jobs back to America. Sound like he's come on now.
What you mean? You not
Because you
feeling
bought
that?
some space in Wyoming, you bringing farmland back to. He has no idea what's going on in the farmers' world. Like Kanye talks, it's like Kanye has a good conversation with somebody, and he runs with it, and now he want to change the world as if we don't have textbooks and we're not educated ourselves.
Nah,
He doesn't.
I disagree.
I think Kanye doesn't. He is indicative of never finishing a complete thought.
I disagree. This album is a complete thought. Why he need to ramble on and on? It's 27 minutes. He gave you exactly what he wanted
And what's
to tell
this
you.
album about?
What is it about?
Outside of Jesus, what's about? Where is he at right now, based on this album, the lyrics on this album?
That's the music that he wanted to give you. That's what he on right now.
Well, where's he at?
Where
Based on the words he
he's
said.
at is that he's doing everything for Christ. Period.
Why?
You have to ask Kanye.
Kanye gave us 2 interviews, a 30-minute album, and we can't tell you why he's doing it for Christ.
But look, I'm gonna keep it real. I can't. I could probably tell you if I talked to the man and really chopped it up with him. You know what I'm saying? But how much can you pull from an interview? You know what I'm saying?
It was 2 hours, and he gave us another one that was an hour.
I agree, but
I
okay,
think there's a lot of interviews, man.
that's cool. You know
he
what I'm
does
saying?
speak tangentially, like he kind of, but I think
I
there's
mean,
a lot
as
there,
he
though,
does,
you know what
as he
I'm saying?
does. He said stuff 10 years ago that people thought was wild, crazy, and now look what he's doing now. A lot of that stuff that he was saying, he's doing now. You know what I'm saying?
The irony is, his wife is doing much more for the people.
Wow, we
and
talking
the
about his
culture.
wife.
Yes, she's saving people out of jail. And
He don't even want to be a part of culture. He don't even want to be a part of culture. What are we talking about culture? He don't even want to be a part of culture. He didn't want to be a part of it. He got a line on this album talking about he had me out here chasing statues. He don't want to be a part of it.
It's impossible not to
This
be a part of
album.
culture, though.
That's true because he's Kanye.
The irony is,
But
he'll be
he's
pissed.
trying to switch it though.
If this doesn't get nominated for a Grammy, he's gonna have an attitude problem.
I have an attitude with you right now. I just want to know, why does he have to say what inspired this transformation? I don't feel like it's important for someone to say why they decided to do anything, especially not their relationship with Christ. I think that that's very personal.
True.
What I do believe that this album right now is very necessary in a time where less and less children and less young adults are stepping into churches. He has to meet people where they are. And so I don't think that he needs to give like his personal experience and how he came to Christ. But I agree with Kamal by him just speaking of, you know, what he's going through mentally, like his transformation and his walk, you know, and what he's doing. He knows in the Kanye format, in the Kanye music, you know, just I'm just so
Well, the reason I say
frustrated.
you make a good point. The reason why I say that is because, like, Kanye has always told us why. That's why we love him. Kanye from the beginning he told us why. He told us why, and he talked about his contradictions, right?
Yeah.
But Kanye is the rapper we go to who he does tell us his purpose. But I think Kanye is becoming so much of a Kanye thing that he, even though he's in this mood and we can see why, like, okay, yeah, he's going after Christ. And is it a bad thing that he's bringing the masses of people who don't really rock with Jesus like this to gospel feel? I think it's dope. You know what I'm saying? In fact, like a lot of Kanye, when you go to these Sunday service concerts, it's a multitude of religions. You know what I'm saying? So like
Coming to see a Kanye concert.
and that's really what we're doing. But right now we're going to call it Jesus. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No. Check this out. His purpose is to bring people to Jesus.
Okay.
If you ask him,
I just think
and like he said in interviews, his purpose is that. What other people are coming for is what they coming for.
Huh?
What you mean? What you mean?
We got. If you
He
talk
said-
about points,
He's been asked, is he going to do the old songs he used to do? He's saying no, or he's going to flip the lyrics.
That's fine. That's fine. And that's why we still have a conversation, because this is what Kanye does. Like
You're saying people are following Ye.
people are following Ye, and if you even think about, because like Kanye, we're not gonna listen to Fred Hammond from this album.
I mean, I'm not
Even though
saying-
Fred Hammond's on the album, but usually when an artist includes another feature, you be like, damn, that like Tierra Thomas. No, Wale. No.
What you're talking about is a personal walk
I'm gonna
with
tell
music.
you. Listen to me. When Wale had Tierra Thomas on that Bed song, right?
Okay.
Her hook was so fire that people started going and listening to her music.
Okay.
People are not going to listen to Fred Hammond from this album.
Both of y'all making point. Both of y'all.
I mean, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. And
He's saying
people
nobody's.
People
Kanye's
might.
not responsible
People
for what people are
I've heard of Fred Hammond. I'm interested to know who Ant Clemens is, but I'm not gonna go listen to an album because I don't care. I like Kanye
because when Kanye,
when
Kanye makes these features like this, he's rapping them in a real Kanye heavy format that you got to go to the credits and know that was Fred Hammond on that song.
Well, I mean, he featured on the song.
Fred Hammond is one of the top black gospel artists. He's a platinum gospel artist.
For sure.
But that's my point. So we gonna people keep checking for Kanye because it's a lot of Kanye stands, and it's dope that he's bringing so much to it. Yeah. But at the end of the day, next album's gonna tell us what his purpose is.
Why does it matter? Why
because Kanye don't give you a consistent thing.
Why do I have to do that? Why can't I continue? Why can't I find Christ while following Jesus? Why can't I?
Because when somebody takes you to the Lord, it's a different type of pathway you should go to. Kanye's not giving us a pathway that we're gonna say, "Ooh, let me learn more about this subject of the Lord." Which it's just, Kanye's into God right now. Let's hang out with Kanye talking about God.
Nah, check this out. That's your walk with the music. That's your walk with the album.
We'll see.
You know what I'm saying? Now check this out. I don't have any interest in any other artist that's on this album except Clips because I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody go about
I know who Fred Hammond is, but I don't like gospel.
Okay, fine.
You know what I'm saying? I checked
we both agree.
We
both agree. Kenny G slammed.
Well, he did.
Outside of Malice, that Kenny G. No Malice.
Everybody know who Kenny G is.
But I'm going back. So who's going to at this table? Who's going to go listen to a Kenny G album now?
What you mean? Everybody at this table know who Kenny G is. They might not have heard in the whole album, but they know what he famous for.
Are we going to listen to a Kenny G?
No. But is that supposed to be his purpose? He making his own album. Why?
Kanye is trying to lead you. Kanye's trying to lead you to the water to take a sip.
He didn't produce a Kenny G album.
We going to the water because Kanye's swimming.
Come on,
man. We're not going to get in there with him.
No, man. He didn't produce a Clips album. He didn't produce a Fred Hammond album. He didn't produce nobody else on his album. He made a Kanye album.
My point is
everybody listening to the album because of Kanye. Whether he talking about dealing drugs. What you mean?
That's my point.
What?
That's the point. It's dope that Kanye is bringing us all to God and Jesus, giving us a Jesus moment. But my fear is we are there to see Kanye. Have a good 25% see if Kanye gonna self-destruct or not. Like the haters you talked about earlier, they want to see if he gonna do something crazy. Sure. But how many people are really gonna go pick the word up, go look at the Job verse he mentioned?
To his point, that's on them though.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
But that's what.
So both of y'all are making good points.
That's all I'm saying. Like it's not. That's not on him.
But when it comes to
spiritual leaders, his moment may be authentic. He can't tell people.
I don't think it's inauthentic. I just think that this is a rebrand, and we got to recognize and mention, acknowledge.
Why got to be a branding thing? Why got to be
Because we just thought that nigga was crazy when he put that MAGA hat on and went to TMZ. That man put out Kanye put out an hour and a half interview with Charlamagne, and we was all like, oh, he makes sense. He's got a Wyoming. He's doing real estate.
Yeah.
That same day he went to TMZ and acted the fool, talking about some slavery was a choice.
Yeah.
And we all was like, what?
I listened to the whole interview. I thought both interviews were kind of similar, honestly.
Yeah,
I agree.
I don't think Kanye is. I mean, he's a polarizing figure, and I think he is a mirror of humanity, dude. You know what I'm saying?
You almost made me laugh. So first of all,
I know that sounds comical.
We know it's not true for Kanye.
So?
Everybody knows Kanye only loves who?
Kanye.
Okay, so what kind of mirror for society is that?
I feel like it's a problem when people are constantly looking to the hip-hop industry to have this responsibility to humanity. Why do they have to? Why must he? Why must he? Why can't he make an album about his personal walk with the Lord, the end?
No, it's because he's doing more than that. He's not doing just a personal walk with the Lord. He's including everybody in this. His tour is called Sunday Service no matter what day it's played.
For sure.
So it's no longer a personal situation. He's trying to bring us to the God so we can understand trying to understand his journey. But that's my point. When he should be kind of bringing people there to kind of find their own salvation.
That's my point.
That's the point.
You just made my point. Why is that his responsibility? Why can't he?
Because that's what you do when you call yourself bringing Jesus into the world. That's what Jesus and religion is for, salvation.
Yeah, but this is his walk. You can't
I'm too
define
quiet.
somebody
I'm enjoying
else's.
the conversation, so I'm sorry.
You can't-
I'm chilling.
You can't define what somebody's walk is supposed to be. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not defining it. He's telling us.
He is telling us, but you trying to make him. You trying to make it like
I'm just trying to make it more perfect than Kanye.
This is not. This is
Okay, let me just sum it up for
I
you.
don't know.
I love this. I like this rebrand. I think it's probably one of the most masterful, ingenious rebrands I've ever seen in my life for a man who went up to the Trump Towers and posed with blonde hair with the most hated president of our time. Okay? Who had Russian interference in the election. We all know that, right? Who's currently going through impeachment trials. In his interviews with Zay Lowe, you heard it, right? He did not sound remorse for that. He just called us liberals. And he also made a lot of jokes at people who upset with him for doing that because he still think he did nothing wrong. But so now instead,
Here's the thing.
if he would have dropped a regular album, we would have like, oh hell no. But because he's coming through the Jesus side, almost like the slave owners, to be honest.
Look. Here's the thing.
He's using
For
Jesus
me-
to suck us back in, which makes sense.
No. What?
It makes sense.
If he's switching it up and top of all of that, you
Wow.
think he doing that? So
You think he's not?
No, he's
Okay,
not.
if he's not, then outside his Christmas album, because everybody makes a Jesus album for Christmas, you can't. Christmas is about Jesus. His next studio album, I bet money it won't be about Jesus.
Okay, now check this out. I don't think it will because of this reason, though. And this is how I feel. He's coming into this like somebody that just found God, right? When you first see that person that just switched it, like, you know what I'm saying, our homie Mackie.
They on fire.
That was in SIU. Or Gemstones, Lupe's homie. You know what I'm saying? Gemstones was a fire rapper. When I found out he was doing gospel, I'm like, what are you doing? You
Or
know what I'm saying?
Mace. Or Mace. When
Or
Mace
Mace.
did his
You know what I'm
transformation
saying?
and came back.
So it's like, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
This
I'm waiting
beer
for you
is
to get
fire,
up my
too.
side.
This beer is fire, G.
It is
So
Yeah.
you got somebody that just found God, is walking, trying to be the best Christian he can be by what the Bible says. And he is trying to do everything right. He just, like, I know my homies that first found God and all of that, or, you know what I'm saying, they try to be by the book. And then, as they go on, you know what I'm saying, they may stay that way. It's people that's been in church from a baby, you know what I'm saying, that stray, may feel like they need to come back, you know what I'm saying, but life is duality.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. It's duality. Go ahead, yeah.
Life is duality. It's not all, you know what I'm saying? I would consider myself a Christian. I'm not religious, you know what I'm saying? And I've worked in a church, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in a church. I've
Make
worked
this
in a
point.
church.
What point are we going to?
My point is that life is duality. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't think that's a debate.
Right now, he's on this. But once he realizes that you can have the things, there's certain things you can have in life,
And still
you
be
know
a
what I'm
Christian?
saying, and still be a Christian.
Okay.
We will find a more
Balanced.
what we're used to Kanye on the next album.
But
You know what I'm saying?
my stand. I'm not saying I'm not used to this. This is very Kanye. My point is that
But you sound like you making it like this is good for his brand. You know what I'm saying?
that's the point. It is good for his brand.
Nah, man. This is where
it's
he
not-
is in life.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is.
think
Okay,
Kanye cares
okay,
about
okay.
I hear you, but I don't
Well, yes. That his ways. Kanye is the rapper that he's one of the only rappers that gets a pass on being where he is in life. And
Get a pass.
because
man.
Wale don't
This
get
is
that
his
pass.
life.
Wale don't get the
Wale,
same pass.
come
'Cause
on, man.
Wale's been preaching the
Fam,
same
stop
thing
it,
forever.
stop it, stop
and
it.
nobody loves Wale like this.
Wale is not a polarizing figure. He don't talk about nothing. He cry on all his interviews. Get that clown out of here.
It's Kanye.
Stop
Kanye's
playing,
been
G.
crying. And
We talking about Kanye
the house-
versus
in
Wale.
the house.
Wale is not
the
popping
house
like
sway-
Ye.
the house-
Ye is Ye, G.
Because he don't
You
cry,
know-
he gets mad. In the house, wait,
Gee.
one of his most famous interviews.
Wale is not doing nothing. He's not innovating. He's not. His last album didn't innovate anything, G. Nothing.
Okay, so
Nothing.
basically,
Wait a minute.
Nothing.
of course, you know how. That's why I said
He
Wale.
didn't innovate zero, G.
Oh, because he don't like Wale. I know that. The
I'm
point is
saying,
this.
what did he do?
You just get when you told us that example about church. You named about 4 or 5 different artists.
Yeah.
No one else cared that they have found Jesus. We only care because Kanye found Jesus.
I mean,
That's
care
my only point.
because
That's
he
what
makes
makes it
great
a rebrand.
music. He's a major figure.
He's a musician aside. We
G,
only care.
we talking about.
We are only going to Sunday service to hear Kanye.
Correct.
Because
We
he's
are-
a
rearrange
musician.
music. Yes.
That's what he does. It's
but
make
it's
When
music.
you include
But
the
it's also
Lord and
gay.
you call yourself trying to being born again,
Yeah.
you are also there to teach people what you learn and to hopefully change a life.
He is
But here's
learning.
the thing, though.
He
You
put
can't-
that in
you
the
can't-
album.
Here's the
He
thing.
put that
Here's
in
the
the
here's the
album.
thing. Here's the problem. Here's the thing.
He put that in the album.
You can't say that certain people
What
who
track?
follow
All
a-
of them.
You can't say
All
certain
of
people who follow like a TD Jakes aren't there because they want to be a part of whatever TD Jakes is doing. or
Well, no,
whatever. People follow individuals regardless, right? Even pastors are followed because of who they are as a pastor, not necessarily because people
That's
show up.
that's my issue with church, but we're not gonna get into that.
Well, I'm just saying, right? But a lot of churches had that effect because of the man that's at the head of it, right? So, I mean, really, then I don't know. What's the difference, I guess, would be the question, you know?
The difference is it's Kanye, and because he makes good music, we give Kanye a pass. That's
Kanye
I don't give
gets
Kanye a
a-
pass.
Kanye-
That's your walk with his that's your own personal experience.
Kanye, what was it, 12 months ago, 10 months ago, was
everybody
saying
good.
something that had
Yeah.
the black community irate. But now he come back talking about Jesus, one of our favorite
Damn,
pastimes.
I don't know who
and now
you
he gets a
listen-
pass.
I don't even.
The black-
Kanye has
the black-
never,
the
Kanye
black
has
with-
never gotten a pass.
The
Kanye
black
has
community still like him,
never gotten a
man.
pass.
They don't like him. They still don't like him.
He goes platinum every album. What?
Because
Because
there's
he's a
more
great
bruh, in the media, hate gets
Fam, the
put
black
out there
community
Only
ain't
more
rocking
than
with Kanye.
love.
Only,
all the time.
only Kanye can come back stronger during cancel culture time.
I'm gonna
Absolutely.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
you up.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna
Because
my
it's
point.
yay. It's yay.
That's my point.
I'm gonna say right now, and I don't care who gets upset. If R. Kelly was to drop an album right now, no matter how upset people are at him, people are going to listen to that man's music.
No, not like
Yeah.
Joe like this. He's not.
Stop.
He's not going to be.
Just
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Starbucks.
Stop.
Not
Okay,
like,
no,
not
time out.
like
No,
Kanye.
you're good point,
Not
'cause
like
he
People
Kanye.
actually-
still listen to
He
this
made-
man's music now. They're still streaming his music now.
and R. Kelly, to your point.
So stop it.
No,
When
to
you
your
say
no,
that
I agree.
that Kanye is the only part that he gets this pass.
Talk-
Like people are forgetful.
Okay, we do-
People, they're like squirrels. They literally
No,
like upset today, not tomorrow.
So we,
That's to
but we all
everybody.
agree that R. Kelly already dropped a gospel album. He might have too,
We're not talking about the gospel.
right?
What?
So Kanye, R. Kelly's done this already.
I'm talking
He's
about
already
any-
done the
I'm
gospel
talking about any
rebrand.
album
Look,
with
man.
his current situation right now. He's canceled in the eyes of society because of what he has done, because he's a criminal. But what I'm saying is that you said
I think
that
your point
Kanye
is
is
false
the only
because,
person
one,
who gets a pass.
R.
Like, you
Kelly's
wanna
been
do
trying to
this, what was
tour.
him?
R.
And that's
Kelly's been
not-
trying to tour, and he can't tour.
Why does
He
Kanye
can't-
get a pass, you think?
He
Or
can't
why-
tour. They
why does
just
he
shut
get
his
a
tours
pass?
down. I think because Kanye has been known to be very vulnerable in his music. He's very likable. He's like the everyday. And then this whole
What's wrong
You
with
know
that?
what it
That's-
is?
there's nothing wrong with that.
It's the music, fam. It's that good.
It's that good.
It's the music, man.
I
It's
think
that
he
good.
goes beyond the music, and I think that's
Absolutely. He does more things
Well, what's
beyond the
up?
music.
It's the music, man.
It is his music
It's
is good.
It's
And
not
he's a
only the music.
producer.
It's
makes
not only
production.
he does.
the
But
very-
it's not only the music. Look at all
Because
of
we
his
know,
interviews.
but it's a known fact now that he's not fully producing this music right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so it's really almost not just the music; it's because it's Kanye.
Okay,
we have this.
But what is it about Kanye? What is it about
He's
Kanye?
he's an everyday man.
Why? Why?
Just because he can relate to.
But he's much different than
Now he
any
is.
other. No, ain't no now. He's been different from any other hip hop artist. Period. Any other
Because he can rap and
musical
produce?
artist.
No.
No.
Because he was
Because of what he
wasn't-
talk about.
No. Because he wasn't supposed to be here. Like he was a skinny jean wearing, polo wearing guy that had to finance his own album because people didn't believe that thing
Backpack
would.
wearing.
Now here's what you missed though with the Trump thing. I heard about the collusion and all that. It's not really about politics. Trump wasn't supposed to be the president, right? He was an anomaly. That's more so what Kanye is connecting with.
Facts.
Yep.
You don't talk
It's
about
not
his
about
politics.
that. It's not about that. You know what I'm saying? They kind of parallel. Trump wasn't supposed to be there. Kanye came out at a time with 50 Cent, G-Unit, Diplomats, gangsta rap kind of, right? And he came out with these backpacks, these pink polos, all this, and won.
And that's the past.
But my point is that those things are parallel. Like,
But that's
he
the
connects
past.
with him because he's an anomaly.
The reason why I call it the past with Kanye is because he is the everyday man who's not supposed to succeed. We all sit and wait for him to either succeed or self-destruct.
I'm waiting for him to succeed.
That's a long time to be waiting, fam.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody
It's a
waiting.
long time.
Ain't nobody waiting.
Since what, 2004?
How many movies have like sequels upon sequels upon sequels that you wait for different type of scenarios to happen?
Shit.
Life doesn't stop because
after 5.
we wait for people to
talking about him
fail.
on the 9th album.
Every story that's these tragedies, even the Greek tragedies, are about success and failure. We watch it time and time again.
Yes.
And so we will sit and wait and watch because
No, but that's
15 years,
to
bro.
his point
15.
though, because we mirror that because that's what our life is. What it's up, is down. It's up, is down, and you watching somebody.
Look.
I can't believe y'all not saying. Kanye
I
did
said
that.
both of y'all.
Look,
You
this
said
is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
Now we running on. But go ahead.
So life, right, is, people put stuff out in the media and people like to comment on, what celebrities are doing, what everybody is doing online, people that put their videos up on Twitter and all of that. People like to comment on it. You know what I'm saying? We got commenting going on. You know what I'm saying? Social media culture, you can comment on anything, right?
Ironically,
But
this is a comment.
yeah, but you might feel a certain way about something and change your mind about it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And then, and you may not put that out on social media, so nobody knows that, but he does. You know what I'm saying? And just like everybody else in the world, you know what I'm saying? He has highs, lows, feelings about this, contradicts himself.
I'm not against
You know
that.
what I'm
But that's the Kanye that we love because he puts.
But
his
I'm talking
contradictions
about
at
outside of
forefront.
Kanye.
He's
That's
always
how
done
people
that.
are. That's how people are.
He's always done that.
Celebrities, whoever you are.
I agree. What point you're
do
making right
that.
here? I agree. I agree with this point.
People do that.
I agree.
But see, what you're talking about is the power of Ye as Ye, putting him on a pedestal as this figure. You know what I'm saying? But as a basic human person,
Time out. We will agree that Ye is on a pedestal. We have to admit that.
well, I mean,
Because we're gonna have a debate. We gotta have some certain acknowledgments, some bases here.
well, yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
so let's not act like that's weird that we are.
Well,
saying.
I'm just saying. He is like everyone else in the sense that he is a human.
True.
That has feelings and has changes his mind about things and just basic human stuff that he puts out on the
but
table
that's the Kanye
in all
brand.
interviews.
But that's the Kanye brand. That's what Kanye.
Well, I
that's,
gotta be so that's
Because
okay. So
that's
you saying
the
it? Okay, so
characteristic.
I'm gonna get off of the brand thing because you have a brand, right?
Yeah.
He got a brand.
Right.
She got a brand. I got a brand, right?
No, but brand is intent though, right?
That's
So, I mean,
what the
thing.
Kanye package comes with.
My only issue with brand is with brand there's intent, right? I don't see it as a branding. I definitely think that he definitely recognizes his power and whatnot, but
For sure.
I don't see it as like this. Revolution has a brand that they're intentionally putting out to buy their products. I don't see what he's doing as. It's not Toyota. It's not
It's called
Nissan.
It's called Kanye or Yeezy.
You're right.
man.
You're right.
No,
But that's the dope part.
I don't agree with that.
But we all call Kanye what? A marketing genius. That's not a term that's brand new.
Yes, he is a marketing genius.
And that's the dope part of a smooth and successful rollout that you don't realize it's a rebranding.
Okay, but do you think that okay. Do you think that he is really finding God, or do you think that this is just marketing?
He thinks it's
wanted to
marketing.
make a
I
God
think Kanye is great at merging both of them, so it looks seamless.
Oh, you can't take that out. You either
that's
go all the
terrible.
way in with your rebranding
No,
stuff.
you guys just argued earlier that it's duality and dichotomies, right? That exist.
yeah.
I think that Kanye that is a part of the
So
Kanye
do
brand.
you
He
think
is a
he
genius
is-
in making both happen.
Do you think
no one
that-
else could do? Tell me the last time that Jay-Z, Outkast, any top rapper, J. Cole does it because we give him a pass for being emotional at times. What rapper do you know?
I give nobody a pass.
I
don't give nobody a pass.
Who,
Nobody get a pass.
at one point, what other
your
rapper do
joint
we
is
know?
whack, it's whack.
We cried with him.
If it's good, it's good.
No, when we cried with him, we allowed him to give us a whole auto-tune album with sad songs when his mama passed.
Okay, but it was good.
And I was just about to say.
And then when he got married to Kim, he gave us Yeezus because he was feeling himself. He gave us Bound 2 with her on the motorcycle.
Bound 2 is hard, but the album.
People was upset with that.
Kind of
yeah, people. But that's what we got. That's when he got married. He got more confidence because now he got a pregnant wife. He got a superstar.
No. Yeezus was him at a point when he was really trying to go into the fashion and whatnot and trying to get into that. Again, that speaks to where he is at that moment, right?
But it was also his most confident moment because now he has got married. He's starting a family. He's got everything he wanted at his possession. He's got one of the most beautiful, what's heralded as the most beautiful women in the world. Mm-hmm. He got her as a wife. Mm-hmm. So that's made him feel like, oh, I'm confident. I'm so confident. I'm a god.
He never doubted that he would get Kim K. So.
Right. Yes, he did. Did y'all watch the show?
He did not.
Well, he did.
Yes, he did. She married another woman while he was trying to get with her. Another man, I mean.
So
yeah. That's true.
No,
that's true.
whatever.
That's true.
He did.
That's true. That's true.
And then after that,
that's true.
He said what he said. He did what he did, and then we got Life of Pablo because now he's going through life and whatever's going on.
Which is a
now he got a family
album.
But we gave a Sonic praise because it's Kanye.
No, I didn't like that album.
Who
giving him Sonic? See, that's what I'm saying. This is your walk.
No, I'm not
Pablo is
continue, please.
We need to pull up Twitter. Everybody said
that ain't top 5.
People said
album. You know what I'm saying? He only got 9.
Pull up Twitter because people hate this album on Twitter and it would count to everything you're saying. So go ahead. Yes, people don't like this album. There's no passes on it. This one we talking about.
Jesus is King.
Okay,
people don't like this album. Go ahead.
Okay, but I'm saying like, if you Google and just say sonically, Kanye gets the Sonic pass because it sounds good.
Ain't no Sonic pass. What are you talking about? He's good at producing albums.
You just top of the show. You just said it's great sonically. It's not the first time you've ever heard him say that.
Before he ever released a rap
He's good at making albums.
But every album he comes out with, somebody says, "Oh, it's great sonically."
Because that's what he's good at doing.
But y'all just disputed it. Like, oh, nobody says sonically about it. But that's what.
No.
I'm not saying that.
I'm saying people don't like what's happening right now.
Kanye is the one rap artist that we give the ability to change moods and be vulnerable and be confident and be vulnerable again, and we go with him every time.
Well, he always started that
because
way.
That's what
There's a lot of artists that didn't start that way. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of artists that didn't.
Because ever since day one, that's what he's been. So you connected with him
Most
that way at the
rappers don't
beginning,
start like
and that's the thing, man.
Is that the excuse?
It's not an excuse.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
Because
otherwise, why else do we like him?
He opened the door for
I don't want to say this
name.
You
said Wale, right? You said Wale. Oh, wait.
Is he not an emo rapper?
Let me dispute that.
What?
Let's go to the emo rapper list.
Wait. But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
No.
It's not about that. No. Here's the problem. You're right. But Wale's first album was not Wale, right? Wale's first album was more commercial than the mixtapes that we heard, right?
But Kanye is all.
No,
Kanye,
wait.
Sorry. Wale, go ahead.
It was not what we heard. Mm-hmm. College Dropout was. Everything was a continuation of what we had already heard, right? You can't say that Wale and Kanye are the same in that respect. Because Wale let a label situation, right, affect what made him come out with on the first album.
I'll tell you the difference between Kanye and Wale. Kanye just so happens to be a genius marketing and everyday man. And so he could... Okay, first of all,
I was with you until
everybody relates to college. Everybody relates to College Dropout. Why? Because we all wanted to skip college.
Why didn't we relate to Wale's album?
It's also good.
Because it was not about something that was universally relatable.
Why?
Because it was not universally relatable like College Dropout.
Right.
Why wasn't Wale's album the first one like the mixtapes that we heard before?
And
why was Kanye's
Wale went through his own vulnerabilities and his own strife, and he did not choose something that was culturally relatable, like dropping out of college. Kanye made dropping out of college cool. Did he not?
You made a right turn right there. No.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. All right, so Wale and other artists like Wale, all right?
I like Wale.
I love Wale.
But
I'm not a fan.
No.
No, I know you're not.
You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, this is maybe a bias, but you know, I just recognize good music when I hear it. You know what I'm saying? If it's whack, it's whack. If it's good, it's good. You know what I'm saying?
And that is a bias.
It is.
Thank you for the
the
caveat.
Wale was a different Wale before his first album. His first album is all commercial. It's all not.
It would be like a college dropout wasn't college dropout. It was something completely different.
Yeah, Lady Gaga on the track.
Can we not disagree? Do y'all even remember Kanye's mixtape run?
Yes.
The good run.
Yes. And it sounded
it was
like College Dropout. It sounded like College Dropout.
Okay.
What? A lot of them songs that he had on mixtapes wound up on College Dropout. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Some of them, yes, they did.
Yeah.
You want to go? Bruh, I got CDs in here. I got CDs.
All right,
Bruh. Yeah.
I really just want to get back to the bars because I feel like God Is on the new album.
Yeah.
That song,
Good call.
to me,
Female energy.
completely destroys your point.
What's my point? What's my point?
You can feel this man's transformation, his walk, his desire.
Let's pause for a second.
No,
what is my point? Is that we all relate to Kanye.
No, your point is that he's doing it for
really.
branding. Your point is that this was a branding move.
Yeah.
Because there is no intersection. There is no at this point in Kanye's career. There is no division between Kanye and Brandon.
Let me tell you this.
I agree with you, but that doesn't mean
Kanye
I
has
agree.
so many other
But that doesn't
avenues.
mean that when
All right,
he's doing
folks. Thank you.
No,
I'm going to go ahead and take the night
Kanye has
off.
so
That
many
doesn't-
other revenues of money that Wale does not have. So that being stated, he does not have.
Wale
if he
I like
never-
Wale album.
If he never did music another day, his gym shoes right now,
Would not
and
sell
Adidas,
like it did. They do.
smack yourself.
Huh?
Are you serious?
If this is Kanye's last album, he would sell a lot of shoes, but they would decrease.
You tripping.
You are tripping.
You tripping, bro. Look, let me tell you something.
He's
Look,
already
hold on. Wait.
That's because
Wait.
Okay, time out.
Wait. Outside of music, he has solidified himself as a purveyor and like a tastemaker.
Yeah, because
You know
he
what
stays
I'm saying?
relevant.
Outside of music, he could not drop another album and do apparel and do clothing, do shoes.
Would it sell?
and-
Yes. But
yes.
Okay, so let's just give you a number.
You don't have to make another album.
So just keep it simple. If he sold 1 million shoes, right?
Yeah.
If he stopped doing music, within 3 to 4 years, that million would drop down. That's all I'm saying.
Nah.
Kanye stays hot because he stays relevant, whether you hate him or love him.
Look,
In music, in the
check
music
this out.
industry,
He could not.
Yes.
Look, how about
he
this? How
solidified
about
who
this?
he is as a lyricist, as a musician.
Outside
Sorry.
of
If he
music,
stops doing
producer.
music, he's
He
going
has.
to decrease.
Look, let me
has.
tell you something. We like Kanye not because of just his music. You know what I'm saying?
Because he's relatable.
But why is he relatable? You heard all of his interviews.
His interviews
interviews
are worse than music.
Look. I'm gonna say this. It's a going thing right now that Pac is not that great of a rapper. That's the thing that's going around on Twitter, social media. He's not that great of a rapper.
Okay, why?
But
Okay,
his
let's-
interviews.
Let's
and
pause for a
and-
second. Let's pause. Stop to that point. Why is that happening? How many years has he been dead?
25.
Yeah, something like that.
For the first 10 years, they kept dropping albums with him doing it.
Yeah.
Since they stopped dropping albums, and now he's coming out the forefront of people's mind, now you're having that conversation. That's what happens when you get out the limelight.
And that's fine.
when
But
you
the
die.
point is, well, he's dead. He
Now,
can't
when you
do
die,
nothing
it goes
else.
up.
He can't do nothing
that's a
else.
fact.
Oh, he's already solidified in the game, though.
But I'm saying
People
though,
love Pop.
but
People love Pop.
But 10
I
years,
know
But this is my point, though. This is
you
my
have
point,
Michael
though.
Jordan, his gym shoes still sell, and that man has not bounced the ball
Facts.
in I don't know how long.
Facts.
So what are you saying?
They
Because
retro
it
and
doesn't
stuff.
make sense.
because Michael Jordan's on the top of every conversation about who's the greatest basketball player. He's still
Exactly.
relevant.
And he's
so
not
is
playing.
Kanye.
He's not playing. That's a good point. That's a great point.
Okay, and also his shoes are on a decline. They're not selling as much as they are.
Bye.
No,
What is
that's a
wrong with
fact.
you?
How many
man?
times do you buy the twos, my guy? I mean, like.
Exactly,
what the
but they are
Every time
declining.
they've come out. Declining after how many years, sir? After how many years, sir?
You really don't think that
Because
Kanye can
he's
stop
dead.
making music and still sell like he sells?
Yes.
You know that, right?
Yes.
He's a part of the
No.
Kardashian clan
No,
now, so
he can't
yes.
do that.
He won't sell like he
Look,
sells, I think, but
he
he'll
don't have
still
to
do
make
well.
music. He could just do interviews. That's why people relate to him.
No, because his music is where he tells the truth.
Or he can produce.
What?
His music is where he tells the truth.
When he interviews
And
motherfuckers,
What?
that's when the haters.
Be quiet.
no, I rock with Kanye in interviews, G. You know what I'm saying?
A person who's given a select number of
That's
chosen
why
interviews
it's
is
more-
purposely
it's more-
not give you the truth.
Let me tell you something. You like Jay-Z, right? What do you think about him as an interviewer?
He gives you the truth in interviews.
I think his interviews are mostly boring, G. I'm a fan of Jay.
If you thought
He
that
don't have
Zane
better
Lowe
interviews than Kanye.
that Zane Lowe interview, I had to force myself to get through that interview.
I feel you, and that's your personal walk with Ye. You know what I'm saying?
You stop deflecting like that.
I'm just saying, that's everybody's personal viewpoint. You know what I'm saying? Kanye, since however old he was at the time that he dropped College Dropout, has given you his story.
Through
You're
the music.
invested in his mother dying. You're invested
Through the music.
in but outside of music, he's been on interviews.
In the last 4 years, how many albums has he given us?
I don't know. I don't even know.
3. That's a high number for albums for artists. Oh, his level. He stayed relevant, whether you hate him or not.
I'm
he
just
still
saying
gives us music.
outside of music. He's relevant outside of music.
That's not.
He's a cultural figure.
My point is not, is he regular? He's not. Yes, he's relevant outside of music, but
He could not make he doesn't have to make another
his
album.
influence. Yes,
I can tell you
he has to
this.
keep making music.
Guess who's proving your point wrong right now? Rihanna. Haven't dropped the album in I don't know how long. Still very relevant. People are still
She dropped the
begging
album
her
since
for an
2016.
album. She has not done an album. These people have already solidified their place in the music realm, and they do not need to do music anymore. People
rock
are
with Mos
still
Def?
begging
You
her
rock with Mos
to
Def?
do an album.
Right.
That's a good point. I'll give you that. But let's be honest. She's got groundbreaking area, and her mystique is why that's selling like that.
So
What
is
does it matter,
Kanye.
bro? Come on, man. Come on, man. Now you just come on. What
Now
you doing
you're
here?
making excuses.
What we doing here?
You're
I'm gonna
making
excuse no.
excuses now, sir.
Because I think my point still stands. Really though, if she was making music, I think she would sell even more.
Of course.
But she's doing
That's my
just
point. That's my
fine.
only
But
point.
she's
Doing
doing
just
great.
fine.
She's doing great.
Sorry, my point is not that Kanye will never not do just fine. Kanye will always exceed. But if he stops making music, he's going to drop his sales.
His brand will not drop, bro.
In 5 years, it will drop. If he
Wow.
stop making music.
You think so?
100%.
All right, that's cool. That's your
He's
opinion.
giving us two,
Bro,
at this point, he's giving us
Jordan-
30
Jordan
minute
Brand,
albums,
look.
and we're excited about them.
When did this man get out of the NBA? When did he stop playing ball?
If he dropped a single,
99.
people was excited about singles that Ye dropped, and they not even on albums. You know what I'm saying? Scoopity poop, whoopity poop, you. You know what I'm saying?
Kanye,
He gave you a troll song, and people are reciting it.
marketing genius.
My kids
Okay,
recite
can
it.
we talk about how he used the seatbelt sound or the leave your keys in the ignition sound that made a dope ass song? Because you ever left your keys in the ignition?
I never even thought about that.
That's what the sound is.
Yeah.
That's the same thing Daddy said, and I ain't even thinking about that.
And that's the thing. That's the
you right
thing,
there.
though. But that's the thing, though. And then his voice, right? Mm-hmm. And my kids are singing this, and they're
Yeah.
6 and 9.
Yep.
No, I show my kids how to make music on based on
No,
this.
that's not what I'm saying. No. My kids have been humming this chant, and they know nothing about Kanye. But I play other music around them. For whatever reason, they keep saying, because I don't know why.
He makes label
No,
music.
because it's good music.
He's a good producer.
Oh, no,
He's a good producer.
I don't
he's
know
a
what
great
else to-
producer. He's top in the game. But
Absolutely.
he also has another top. He has like 3 or 4 top. It's like we can't admit that was it the Hit Boys with Bad Boy.
Hey, boy.
What was it? What the Bad Boy? Bad Boy had those producers. And Kanye was one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those silent producers, but Puffy got all the credit. Kanye has that now. We can't admit to that, right?
In some
I
fashion.
mean, he's not
yes.
private. He's not secret.
No,
about
I'm saying that. But yeah, that's so. I think he will always be great. He has a talent. That's his genius to me. But he wants to be so relevant in so many other things.
I don't think that's his purpose anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't
What,
think he's trying to
music?
be relevant. I think he's trying to
Kanye
I
has
really think he's trying to. He's been talking about this.
Bro, I think that when you're very authentic to your core, people will always follow you.
Yep.
Facts.
I think that's kind
Yep.
of
Facts.
missing, man.
That
I
was
think
a
that's
great
kind
point.
of missing.
Yeah.
That's what.
I mean,
That's a great.
If
That
you
right
start
there.
there,
I agree with
if
that.
you start there and that becomes your brand,
He's authentic.
then that becomes, and you can't make people not follow you just because you're authentic. Like, I don't want to compare him to an Ali or none, but he's on that level of the Alis and all those people.
Yeah.
Like, people will always follow him because he's gonna always be who he was and has been that since day one. You know what I mean? That's my thing. I don't know. I don't think
I
it's
agree.
a
I agree.
rebrand.
I agree. I agree.
I don't think it's a rebrand,
Oh, no, it's 100%
man.
rebrand.
Do you like the
That's
album?
fine.
Do you like, do you like the
fine.
album?
Oh, love it. It's good.
What are you arguing? What are you talking about?
It's a rebrand. This is because y'all don't want to call it what it is. That's my problem. That's the only issue I have.
My thing is that rebranding comes with intent, right? Like,
Oh, it's an intentful, purposeful thing.
fam, he made Jesus Walks on his first album. He's always had some
This
sort of
is a
connection to
tired-
gospel. It's a rebrand.
To be
man.
honest, and this is
Pablo, he was messing with gospel.
Fam,
he thought he
I don't
was
think it's a
mentioning
rebrand,
when he
bro.
rolled out
That's fine.
Pablo. He was talking about it like it was a gospel album.
to be honest.
He did Ultralight Beam.
Adding a choir
and-
to a rap song is a cheat code.
Say what?
You think offending liberals in 2019 is a rebrand? Like calling them out or
It is a type
Fam,
of brand.
religion isn't really that popular if you don't
Aligning
really know.
yourself to the ultimate American religion is a rebrand.
Fam, but religion isn't that popular now.
No,
Especially amongst our people.
the
People
reason.
black people are not rocking with this album like that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Us,
do,
amongst us.
but we know at this point in time, I don't think we're his major consumers right now. If you look at the numbers,
Maybe.
I think his demo is way outside of us now at this point.
Maybe.
It's
But-
not black folks that's
Put it like
pushing
this: if this is a rebrand, he's the most genius guy ever, man.
it. That's my point. Give me some.
He
Give
still has.
I
me
can't
some.
because it's
Go ahead.
has
Go on, give me
fans
some. Go on, give me
that
some.
This is
Pablo.
not.
And yes, that's his point. That's my point. That's the genius of him.
We gotta get. Let's go. Beers and bars.
Beers and bars,
All
baby!
night.
Woo! Jesus is king, man.
Genius.
Jesus is king.
Love the rebrand.
Yeah.
Thank you, Oscar.
Can't wait to see what's going on next
Thank
album.
you, Shaq. You know what I'm saying?
Next album.
We got to bring you back on, man.
What you think next album he gonna be talking about?
That was
His
good.
kids at daycare or something? Kids get on his nerves?
Whatever. At that
Whatever
point
going
in
on through life.